Welcome to Sabukaturi Unveiling TV. Here we bring you a treasure trove of knowledge and wisdom, unveiling hidden truths and untold stories from various realms of exploration. Today's topic is a leap into the leap year phenomenon. It's a phenomenon that's as fascinating as it is perplexing. But what is it exactly? A leap year is a year that is precisely one day longer than a typical year. And why is it one day longer, you might ask? Well, it all has to do with our planet's orbit around the sun. You see, it takes the Earth approximately 365.25 days to complete a full orbit around the sun. But our calendar year, that's only 365 days. So every 4 years we have an extra day that we need to deal with. And that's where the leap year comes in. By adding an extra day to our calendar every 4 years, we're able to keep our calendars in line with the Earth's revolutions around the sun. This might seem like a small adjustment, but it's crucial to ensure that our seasons don't drift over time. Without leap years, we'd slowly see our calendars fall out of sync with the Earth's orbit, resulting in summer happening in December and winter in June, at least for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere. Now you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but why can't we just add the extra day to any month? That's a fantastic question, and it brings us to the next part of our exploration. Now that you know what leap years are and why they exist, you might be wondering why February gets the extra day. Well, hold on to your seats because we're about to dive into that. So, why did February get the extra day? Was it just luck, or is there a reason behind it? Let's take a trip back in time to the era of the Romans. The calendar they used was a bit different from what we're used to today, with the year starting in March and ending in December, spanning only 10 months. When the second king of Rome, Numa Pompilius, came into power around 713 BC, he decided to make a few changes. He added January and February to the beginning of the year, but there was a catch. The Romans believed even numbers were unlucky, so all the months had either 31 or 30 days, except for February. February got the leftover 28, making the total number of days in a year 355. Now that's not a lot of days, is it? So, to keep up with the solar year, which is approximately 365.24 days long, an extra month was added every other year. But this system was not perfect, and after a while, the calendar was out of sync with the seasons. Enter Julius Caesar in 46 BC. He decided to simplify things. He added 10 days to the calendar, spreading them among the months, but left February alone. Why? Because by this time, February had become the traditional month for purification rituals, which the Romans called Februa. Adding an extra day didn't interfere with these rituals, and so, the leap day was added to February. But wait, there's more. Caesar's calendar was still slightly off, overestimating the length of the year by 11 minutes. It took another 1,500 years for Pope Gregory XIII to tweak the calendar again, leading to the system we use today. And yes, he kept the extra day in February. So, there you have it. February didn't really get the short end of the stick. It was all part of a larger plan. The idea of the leap year didn't just fall from the sky, it took some pretty intelligent folks to figure it out. Like many things we now take for granted, leap years are the product of human ingenuity and centuries of refinement. Let's travel back in time to ancient Rome, where our story begins. The man of the hour is none other than Julius Caesar. Yes, the same Caesar you know from your history books. In 46 BCE, Caesar, with the help of an astronomer named Sosigenes, recognized that the Roman calendar was out of sync with the solar year. They introduced a new calendar known as the Julian calendar, which added an extra day every 4 years. And voila, the leap year was born. However, the Julian calendar wasn't perfect. It overestimated the length of the year by a smidge, about 11 minutes. Doesn't sound like much, right? But over centuries those minutes added up, causing a significant drift. Enter Pope Gregory XIII in the late 16th century. He realized that Easter, which is supposed to fall on the first Sunday after the first full moon following the vernal equinox, was slowly drifting away from the spring season. To correct this, the Gregorian calendar was introduced. It fine-tuned the formula for determining leap years, stating that although most century years are not leap years, those divisible by 400 would be. This adjustment got the calendar back on track and is the one we use today. So, leap years are not just a quirk of the calendar, they are a testament to human ingenuity and our desire for precision and order. They remind us of a time when people looked up at the skies, studied the stars, and used that knowledge to measure time, plan their lives, and understand the world around them. And to think it all started with a little extra day every 4 years. A big thank you to those leap year pioneers for keeping our calendars in check. You might be thinking, cool story, but how does this impact me? Well, let's find out. Picture this. You're born on February 29th. You're a leapling, a rare breed indeed. You only get to celebrate your real birthday every 4 years. You're turning 20, but technically you're blowing out only 5 candles. It's a unique quirk, but also a conversation starter, right? But beyond birthday dilemmas, leap years have a broader impact. Let's delve into the world of agriculture. Our ancestors, the original farmers, depended on the sun and the seasons to plant and harvest crops. They observed that the seasons didn't align with their calendar year, and this discrepancy could cause chaos in their planting schedules. So, the addition of a leap day every 4 years helped to synchronize the calendar year with the solar year, ensuring the steady rhythm of sowing and reaping continued. Now, let's shift gears to the economy. Imagine you're an hourly wage worker or a business paying rent daily. In a leap year, there's an extra day. That's an additional 24 hours of wages to earn or pay. It might seem insignificant, but when you multiply it across millions of workers and businesses, it can have quite an impact. On the flip side, if you're salaried, you might be working an extra day for the same annual pay. But hey, let's not forget that extra day could also be a chance to earn more, learn something new, or even just enjoy an additional day of life. And then there are the programmers. Oh, the programmers. They have to account for the leap year in their coding to prevent glitches in date-sensitive software. From banking systems to airline schedules, the leap year keeps them on their toes, ensuring our digital world runs smoothly. So, whether you're a leapling celebrating your 5th birthday at 20, or a farmer relying on the seasons, leap years certainly play a unique role in our lives. Like everything in life, leap years come with their own set of pros and cons. Let's dive into these, shall we? On the one hand, leap years are undeniably essential for keeping our calendars in line with the Earth's revolutions around the sun. Without them, we'd be off by about 6 hours each year. And over time, that adds up. Imagine celebrating New Year's in July, or having to bundle up for a snowy 4th of July. Thanks to leap years, we don't have to worry about any of that calendar chaos. But, on the other side of the coin, leap years can also cause a few hiccups. Let's talk about computing, for instance. Leap years often give programmers a headache. They have to design systems to correctly handle this quirky calendrical twist, which can sometimes lead to software bugs and system crashes. Remember the Y2K bug? Yeah, that was partly a leap year problem. Then there are legal scenarios. For example, if you were born on February 29th, when would you legally celebrate your birthday in a non-leap year? The 28th of February or the 1st of March? It's a tricky question, and different countries have different rules. And let's not forget about those who work on a yearly salary. In a leap year, they end up working an extra day without any extra pay. Now that's a bummer, right? But, despite these complications, most of us agree that leap years are a fascinating aspect of our timekeeping system. They remind us of the intricate dance between our planet and the sun, a celestial ballet that has been going on for billions of years. Whether you think leap years are a necessary adjustment or just a quirky calendar conundrum, there's no denying they add a little leap to our lives. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Sabukaturi Unveiling TV for more fun and enlightening content.